Yoga is spreading, but it has to spread much more. You have to, all of you individually should go around and work it out and talk about it. But Sahajogis are little shy. Once I was going by plane, one lady was very, very hot. So I asked her what guru she follows. She told me the name. I was surprised that she didn't know anything about spirituality. And these people have huge houses and big temples, everything. And she was telling me the praise of her guru. I thought she's very shameless. She hasn't got anything in her. She's so very hot. And she's talking about it. But Sahajogis won't. I was surprised. Why Sahajogis don't talk about it? But the other day I had gone with somebody in the market. And I had a Sahajogi with him. And I was surprised. He started telling them about me. And he started giving them realization. And they were very happy about it. Everywhere you go, you have neighbors. You go to market. Everywhere you should go and talk about it. Like they sing carols. We should also have bhajans and things to tell other people. We have to tell. Why are we so shy? This shyness is not going to help Sahaja. So please see that you try to give realizations to others. You have powers. Have faith in yours. I think they lack in faith, or whatever it is. There are very few people who come out and do it. Italy I have seen, and also Australia. Sahajoga has spread a lot because of their conviction that we have to give others what we have. We have to share it. From the life of Christ, one has to understand his sacrifice. It's such a lot of sacrifice. To be crucified like that with the thieves. But he did it. In the same way, when you all people want to do Sahajoga work, you shouldn't think what will happen to my grandfather, what will happen to my grandmother. I mean, whatever letters I get, all about this. It's very funny. They are only worried about some relations. They are not worried about the relations all over the world. You are worried about the wife or children. I get only letters like this. Nobody writes to me that you have given realizations to so many. They never write how they have been able to achieve spreading of Sahajoga. No one writes. Very surprising. You have to tell me. I hope you all people understand the importance of spreading Sahajoga. If you don't do that, you are absolutely useless. The greatest thing for me, as you have so many lights here, we should have many more Sahajogis all over the world. If you want to change this world, and if you want to avoid all the trials and tribulations of the useless life they are leading, you have to save them. You have to salvage them. That's your job. That's what you have to pay for Sahajoga, not for yourself. Not for yourself. Don't get worried about yourself. If you read the letters I get, you will get disgusted. Now, another kind letters I get that they want to marry. All right. There are many girls who claim that we have been applying for 4 years, we couldn't get married. First you must know, out of proportion women are there. They are very good. So if there are 40 boys, there would be at least 120 or maybe even 150 girls. So now whom should we marry those girls? Just think of it. But they write letters of complaint that we have applied 4 times. We can't help it. So you go outside, marry anywhere you feel like. Or else you wait and see and dedicate your life to Sahaja. It's a very difficult thing when they go on complaining that I should be married and I haven't got married as yet. Marriage was never our idea. But then we had to allow marriages. And now it has become the main issue with everyone. Either they are not married. If they are married, they are not happy. If they are divorced, they must be married again. All sorts of things, complications for which I am not prepared. Sahaja is not for that. If your marriage is not successful, it is not my job. And if goes on, we'll have to stop marriages. I don't want you to write all these things to me, which shows how poor you are in Sahaja. Why not write to me how many people you have given realization? That will make me happy. Instead of complaining about your wife, and that's not my concern. As it came, we have married you. If you cannot carry on, it's your duty. And this is what is the snag of Sahaja. In every religious movement, there have been so many wrong things. While in Sahaja, I think marriages is a very big hurdle. Moreover, boys don't come. Because in India, very easy to marry boys. You can also get money, this, that. But girls, there are 5 times more than the boys. Boys don't want to marry. They'll have their own marriages, though they are Sahaja. So I can't understand why. In Sahaja also, after coming to realization, to them marriage is a very important issue. What is most important is that how many people you give realization. That is your life. If a lotus is there, it will open, but it must give fragrance. Even the lotus has a responsibility. Then what about you? I am not saying you get crucified like Christ, no. I said you enjoy your life. You have peace and stability, balance, but at the same time, you have to spread Sahaja. This is what is your job now. Your job is not important. Only this is important, how many people you give realization. It's very, very difficult because they have made a mess of all the great incarnations, all those great Sufis and saints. But at least you people don't do that. So please try to think whom can you give realization, to whom you can talk about Sahaja. You have to spread out. And next time I hope I hear from you how many people you have given realization. That is the greatest justification for the crucifixion of Christ, for his birth, for his coming on this earth, his agya. And if you have given realization, they have crossed the Aga, they have gone beyond, and they are in Sahasrara. So in Sahaja you understand everything. It's very easy to understand. Sahaja is the simplest thing to understand, but after realization. So you have to go around and see how many people you can give realization. Everything is all right, all your worshipping is all right, your puja is all right. But what is most important is how many people you have given realization. I would like to know how many people I have given. Especially with ladies. Ladies are rather weak in giving realization. They can do a lot. I know they can. After all, I am also a woman. But somehow I find the ladies in Sahaja are not of a level. They can do a lot and lot. But somehow they don't understand the importance of their life. You are very important. How many people there are who have got realization? There were so many Sufis who got realization, they write poetry, finished. There were so many saints who did so much, wrote so many things. In India we had so many saints. They wrote all these things, people will read them, but nothing happens. You have the art of giving realization. You know about Kundalini, you know all about it. Go ahead and talk to people. I was alone when I started Sahaja, and I am a woman. So what about you? That's a now challenge for all of you. How many people have you made Sahaja? Even in your family people are not Sahaja. Your daughter is not, your son is not. So what's the use of singing glory to Christ? If you are singing glory to Him, you must make people cross their Aga. He is so highly placed within us. But you have never respected Him. That such a highly placed personality you have crossed over. So why not others? Let us see from today's puja how much determination you have. You should know that a goddess doesn't come with your own demands. She comes on her own. She has her own timing. But if you are people in majority who have really become saints and making others saintly, then I am for you. Otherwise I am available to you. You can have my vibrations, you can have my pujas. All these things are permitted, no doubt. But for that, you are only capable, you are only entitled for that if you are doing Sahaja, if you are spreading Sahaja, if you are giving to others, then only you will be considered really capable of receiving the vibrations of the goddess. In some countries, if it is so much powerful, why not with your country, with your neighborhood, with your friends, with your relations, it's possible. So to that you have to decide that you are going to dedicate yourself in giving it to others. It's very joy-giving and talking about Sahaja. May God bless you.